A new iPad Pro has arrived, but it feels a lot like an iPad Air. Hey, what's up everyone, CTNtechnologynews here, and today I'm taking a look at Apple's new 9.7-inch iPad, which has really powerful specs in sort of an iPad Air body. So like the iPhone SE, which is the body of an iPhone 5S and the specs of an iPhone 6S, the new 9.7-inch iPad Pro looks very much like an iPad Air 2. Their dimensions are identical, their screen sizes are exactly the same, and in many ways the 9.7-inch iPad Pro is the follow-up to the iPad Air 2, but with a different name. But beyond the basic similarities, there are definitely some big differences between the iPad Air 2 and the new 9.7-inch iPad Pro. For one thing, the new iPad Pro has the widest color range of any iPad to date, including the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. It's also technically the first Apple product to feature a True Tone display, even though this isn't technically a display technology. Here's how this works. For ages, iOS devices have had built-in light sensors that detect how bright the environment is and allow software to automatically adjust the screen brightness. The 9.7-inch iPad Pro sensor goes one better, also detecting the color temperature of the ambient light. Basically, the iPad's onboard software can adjust the color temperature of its display so it matches the ambient light in the room. This is honestly a really cool feature, even if it does fade into the background. If you're sitting in a dim but warmly lit room, oftentimes you'll be taken aback by how glaring your iPad's display really is. With this new technology, it'll just basically make using your iPad more seamless. You're not going to notice so much the uncomfortableness of opening an app like Mail, which has that harsh white background, because the screen is automatically going to adjust based on your surroundings. But moving beyond the display, the new iPad Pro also has support for the Apple Pencil. I think this is really going to be a big deal. It's really quite incredible to draw on a 12.9-inch iPad Pro screen, but the 9.7-inch model is 0.6 of a pound lighter and it's much more comfortable to hold in your hand. It just makes for a much more comfortable writing experience since it's going to more mirror closely at just writing on a sheet of paper. The other major iPad Pro feature coming to this smaller model is the Smart Connector and support for the new $149 Smart Keyboard designed just for the 9.7-inch iPad Pro. The size of the 12.9-inch iPad Pro means that its Smart Keyboard supports full-size keys, but obviously that's not possible with this new Smart Keyboard. Apple has shrunken down all the keycaps and especially squished the width of the Tab, the Caps Lock, the Shift, the Return, and the Delete keys. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of this, but it's a trade-off I guess you really have to make. The last big improvement in the new iPad Pro is the camera. I still find it a little bit ridiculous that people take photos with their iPads, but the new 12 megapixel camera in the iPad Pro 9.7 should make the pictures that people take a whole lot better. The front-facing camera has also been upgraded to a 5 megapixel model, so again, Apple's definitely catering to the people who do take photos and videos with their iPads with the new iPad Pro. Honestly, as you've probably already gotten the impression, the new iPad Pro is really not a revolution at all. It's definitely just a small evolution that sort of combines the iPad Pro with the iPad Air in a smaller form factor, and while that might be a decent upgrade for some people, I just have a hard time getting really excited about Apple's latest tablet. I mean, sure, it's probably still going to be really popular, and I think a lot of people are really going to like this new iPad Pro, but it just doesn't do anything particularly new or revolutionary. But with that said, give me your opinions on the new iPad Pro 9.7 in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.